Champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Porier! I've got knocked down, I've climbed back up like I said before, man, this is my belt, I earned this in blood, I paid in full, this is mine.
Divisions.
Oh, big uppercut there for Poirier. Corsani's in a world of pain here, this one might be done. Dustin Porier!
Oh! Big left hand to him from back, he eats another elbow.
You can see you cannot stand it. All I know the flow harder than a Scotch bunny. Don't try studying me, you cannot.
Poirier is sharp with those hands tonight.
That's gonna be it.
Oh, he might be out. There it is. Dustin Porier.
Continuous combination. Oh, he's tagging him. Josh Crispy is in big trouble.
The sheer number of strikes that Poirier will throw when he has his man hurt is truly terrifying.
Oh, beautiful elbow. And the uppercuts. My goodness. What a great elbow. And still.
His killer instinct was sharp from the moment he debuted and would continue to create trouble for the featherweight division for almost half a decade.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Dustin the Diamond Porier!
After his 30-27 domination of Crispy, it was time for another striking showcase for the Louisiana native, and that is what he got in his second UFC bout against Jason Young. Every time his opponent would attempt to disengage, Poirier would throw beautiful unorthodox combinations from unilateral stance, which gave him the ability to load equal power in either hand.
Nice up. Oh, nice combo by Poirier!
The fight would be back and forth, and wasn't Poirier's best work. At this stage in his career, it was becoming increasingly apparent to ringside observers that this fighter was going to be a problem for the division.
Career victories. Flying knees. Oh, big kick to the body by Poirier. Big shot. And a miss by Young. Poirier's tired now though, Mike.
His defense, however, left much to be desired. Poirier would be too comfortable in range, and his unilateral stance would cause him to be unable to effectively retreat if his opponent mounted a counterattack. The floaty technicality of his offense was not enough by itself, and adjustments needed to be made. This point was echoed after losses to the Korean Zombie and Cub Swanson, where his footwork continued to get him into trouble and allow his opponents to capitalize on some easily avoidable openings. Following the loss to Swanson, Poirier began to show a bit more patience in his striking. His fight with Eric Koch at UFC 164 is a great example of this.
Nice, beautiful kick. Nice. With a slit lip. Yeah, no, he got tagged there. And he got tagged again. Poirier pushing forward. Oh, good left by Poirier. And again he comes forward. Oh, right hand! Big shot! Huge punch by Poirier! It's all over him!
Poirier was still the aggressive combination puncher from previous bouts, but he avoided the eagerness that got him in trouble in the past. He didn't engage on every opening. The fight ended up being a war with both men having the other in trouble. But it was certainly a turning point for the current lightweight contender. This, and a knockout loss to Irish superstar Conor McGregor, finally got the cogs turning in Poirier's mind. And the changes that came as a result of these fights were rapid.
So far we see very good striking by Poirier, using that good reach advantage of the big knee. Oh!
Into that power, he's circling to the proper side. He's been lining up, and look at this!
There's an American top team.
Oh, the uppercut just misses.
And a left.
Oh my.
Diego's in trouble.
Yep. Diego's got to get out of there. He's bleeding. So Corsani has been opened up, and Poirier continues to land.
He's got to move. He can't just absorb those shots. He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
And he's getting hurt again. Oh, big uppercut there for Poirier.
Dustin took him down and let him up.
He got rocked again.
He's hurt.
Looking to finish. Oh, Corsani's in a world Dustin Porier!
This could be it. He looks like he's going out. That's it. That's it.
Dustin the Diamond Porier!
His ascent to the lightweight division was one of his best moves of all. The added power and easier weight cut allowed him to truly flow inside the octagon like he never had before. Starting with a sensational first-round finish of Diego Ferreira that gave him the confidence he needed to trust his instincts after a few tough losses. It was his second fight at 155 against Yancy Medeiros that would show a big adjustment in his game.
Feels that Medeiros needs a lot of roll-ins. He returns tonight, 63 days.
The awkward unilateral stance was gone, and Dustin would step back out of range effortlessly.
Flick there by Porier, he finds the target. Oh! Big body shots! That's it!
By using both orthodox and southpaw stances fluidly, he could attack from angles that his opponent could never anticipate. And Medeiros learned that the hard way, with Porier stepping through from southpaw and into orthodox, and throwing a thunderous right cross that sent Medeiros crashing to the canvas. The years following saw the incredible vision and accuracy in his trademark flurries to improve dramatically in what has turned him into one of the most feared lightweights on the planet.
Left uppercut and another right hand by Porier.
Front combination.
And a good left. Oh, they're exchanging here. Good shots underneath by Porier.
Good point. Very good point there.
Oh, man, Porier pouring it off. Oh, that was a hard right hook. Ooh, good uppercut. Nice. Good shots by Porier.
Dustin stopped punching Eddie comes in.
Tag him just straight up.
A little low at the end of these combinations. Reactions with those feints. You see it? He's getting reactions with the feint.
Porier with a combination.
Look at the angle.
Oh, beautiful left hand there by Porier. Big trouble.
Alvarez in real trouble.
Bobby Green will start talking to you. You can't get rid of it.
Eddie's eyes are gone. Eddie's eyes are gone. But he's still fighting. His eyes are gone.
Oh, clipped him hard. Another straight left. Oh, you heard him again. Oh, big shots.
You see Dustin searching for a decent shot here. He's just looking for the one that's going to finish him. But Eddie Alvarez.
Porier looks very sharp using that straight left against the orthodox fight.
He really does. His movement is excellent. His distance and timing.
Allowing Alvarez to stay in this fight. Porier pulling it on. Really hot right now too with this run he's on.
Well, his patience is excellent as well too. He's picking his shots well. Loading up here, Mike, and that's a mistake.
His second fight with Eddie Alvarez showed a completely different Dustin to the one that had made his debut against Crispy all those years ago. Porier added a pull counter and smart footwork to his growing toolbox, and the results were incredible.
12-0 takedown ratio in his UFC career. He has never been taken down.
After a back-and-forth battle, the always game Porier stayed focused and slipped, parried, and sadly for Alvarez, countered.
Seconds to go round two. These guys just can't avoid controversy.
Oh! Big knee by Porier. He's hurt. He hurt Alvarez. Alvarez is hurt again.
Mark it off my list. Ain't your favorite artist, just another dish. Blood and staying lit, no capping over here. We a boo with swaggers, got the right idea. Haku, I spare, see all these fighters.
Oh, big knees.
Alvarez is done. Eddie Alvarez is done. What a warrior, Eddie Alvarez. Dustin Porier finishes the fight.
Dustin Porier closes the rivalry.
The flurries were no longer those of a young man looking to land damage, but of a seasoned veteran slipping and rolling with shots and returning fire brutally.
I ran the league and I coached the elite. Back to back with all sold out seats. You came for the show, but stay for the speech. So praise tonight and get live.
JT has to be one of the best. Oh, nice comment. I mean, the pain crazy. He wants to keep moving back a little bit. Oh yeah. That's why Alvarez had so much success. Going to the body.
Because he crowds you, so you can't extend your arms out. Oh, that was a heavy hook, though, that Porier did. That's going to really pay dividends in the second round.
Gaethje can throw the... Oh, nice combination by Poirier.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's crazy watching Justin Gaethje fight.
That leg. Nice combination
by Poirier.
Moving okay, but some significant swelling in and around that right knee.
Nice combination. When he gets right back up. Nice body shot.
Experience in 5-round fights. This is the first time he's seen a fourth.
Big left hand lands by Poirier.
I do for the gram, what y'all do for the gram. Don't dine on no swine, I'm about to go ham. She for the smoke.
Gaethje's hurt bad, but he's been here before.
Gaethje nearly out on his feet. Poirier continues to land.
But he
My wave is space age, all aboard the mother.
Dustin Porier, goodness! Oh my gosh, he does it!
Dustin Porier will always be the aggressive finisher. It is in his nature, but the improvements in his defensive awareness, patience, and accuracy is truly remarkable.
My camp was a lot of boxing. We added some extra days of boxing, extra footwork days. I think it paid off. I have a great boxing coach, Dia Davis, who's put a lot of time into me, and I really appreciate it.
The rematch with Holloway was Poirier's magnum opus. Coming into the fight, many people believed that the changes Holloway had made to his striking and overall MMA game would be too much for Poirier. They couldn't have been more wrong. From the opening round, Holloway couldn't find his openings, with Poirier using his improved movement and defensive positioning to stop the pressure fighter from getting going.
Straight up the gut. Poirier, who's already landed 40 significant strikes in round one.
Hurt him again, bro. Again. Oh my goodness, again. He's just getting caught so often and so clean.
Dustin's stance switching easily nullified the pull counters of Holloway. Every time Max thought he was safe, he would be met with brutal single shots from Dustin. Poirier even began to beat Holloway at his own game, slipping back and firing left straights from southpaw, which discouraged Holloway.
Oh, he just got clipped. He got hurt again.
Seemed to be a lot more sting on the defensively there by Poirier.
I mean, just boxing, Dustin is just so crisp.
And when he couldn't rely on these things, he went back to his bread and butter, sheer toughness.
Power discrepancy on display once again in that exchange.
Poirier won the fight by decision and claimed the UFC interim lightweight title, and finally put all of his improvements together for one sublime performance.
There was a big difference between the amount of damage that Poirier landed. A big difference. He was hitting him with big shots, with really clean, well-timed shots, with great head movement, great movement.
How about that knee?
Dude, everything, man.
Split open his head.
Yeah, everything. He did everything.
Historic lightweight rise.
Look at that. Invented.
Ooh, nice stick and move by Poirier. Now
these guys
next again with a perfect jab.
Stiff jab. Ooh, watch the knee. Clinch here. Here comes the knee soon.
Wow.
I mean, come on. Fight. This is incredible.
This UFC main event back in February.
Yeah, first 2 rounds for sure. But they're looking like that. Using a submission attempt to get to your feet. Oh, those landed hard.
Unbelievable fight as we come down the stretch in round 3.
Yeah, I don't.
Final 2.5 minutes.
Nice. Shuts it off. Big shot. Very strong. I mean, these guys stand up in applause on
What
that one.
fight. I think I
God.
speak for all the
Dustin the Diamond Porier.